Well, as we just heard, the rain is on the way once again, threatening more floods in our region. This damp prediction comes as many homeowners are still trying to dry out from last Thursday's storms. Brittany Morehouse joins us live now in Silver Spring, where one family's flooding nightmare is costing them thousands. Brittany?
$7,000 to be exact, Derek, and that's only the beginning. Now, if you look behind me, the Silver Spring home, it's on an even plane. It's not in a flood-prone area, and yet they're dealing with a nightmare in their basement, up to 6 feet of water from Thursday.
You'd never expect something like this to happen in your lifetime. It was catastrophic.
As crews scrape up the cement that once glued down carpet in their basement, Jacob and Jean Rudell watch their 17-month-old daughter play, knowing she may even pay a price for the flood damage they face.
Our entire retirement fund, my daughter's college fund, it should set us back at least 10 years.
All because of Thursday morning storm.
It knocked out the power, so the sump pump failed. We had water shooting through the sump pump hole, and eventually it came through the door and overwhelmed the whole basement.
That gushing water in the backyards of this neighborhood was so strong that it knocked out not just one fence, but two.
You know, this guy has a nice grade. You would never think that, you know, the water from 2 blocks up would come down this far.
The day after it happened, the adjusters showed up and said, no, we're not covering you.
So now Rudell is paying out of pocket for restoration.
It's too bad you don't have smell-o-vision because this is a little strong.
Michael Dillon works for the flood department, a company that uses special equipment.
Hydrometer, dehumidifier, that's an air mover.
To dry out and clean out.
Well, you'll see that containment.
He says Rudell's house is one of the worst he's seen this summer.
I'm 6 foot tall and the water came all the way up to almost my head. It wasn't only water, it was a couple inches of mud. So pretty much all the furniture needs to either be refinished or thrown out. And in his case, everything had to be thrown out.
My heart sank, you know, and all I'm doing is looking at my family thinking, what are we gonna do now?
As you can imagine, this family is very nervous about Topper's forecast. They say all they can do is invest in sandbags and keep their fingers crossed, Derek.
Well, Brittany, does your expert have any advice so this won't happen to the rest of us?
Absolutely. They say that sump pump that failed, well, it wasn't battery powered. So maybe invest in one of those or get a backup generator. So if you lose power, you will have that to keep you from the basement flooding. In addition, they also said, look over your flood insurance plan, because they were told that if their sump pump failed, they would be covered, but in fact, that is not the case. Reporting live in Silver Spring, Brittany Morehouse, 9 News Now.
Thanks, Brittany.